A U.S. military fighter jet flew low to intimidate a comrade, who grabbed a javelin and taunted the pilot overhead, daring him to repeat the low pass. The pilot immediately dove downward, racing toward the sea surface.
Shit!
The sea fell suddenly silent. The crew members were too terrified to speak. The pilot roared curses at himself, but the deed was done. He drove the plane skyward, then shut off the engines, letting it fall freely. Unexpectedly, the plane nearly crashed into the crew members on the shore before careening straight toward the Rocky Mountains. Witnessing this heartbreaking scene, John contemplated retirement. Yet Article 22 stipulated that only the insane could be exempted from flying, but only if the pilot personally applied. The very act of applying proved one wasn't insane, merely seeking to evade combat, resulting in even more flight assignments as punishment. Originally, pilots could retire after completing 25 missions, yet the regulation also explicitly stated that absolute obedience to superiors was mandatory. Disobedience meant no retirement. Commanders could thus endlessly increase a pilot's mission count, and refusal was forbidden. This cycle continued endlessly. Pilots could never retire. Only death in battle or the war's end offered release. John had no choice but to continue his mission. Tragically, his fighter was struck in the tail by anti-aircraft fire. His comrade was sucked out by the powerful airflow. John rushed to grab him, but could only watch helplessly as his friend vanished before his eyes. Soon, the plane was struck again by anti-aircraft fire. Now, only parachuting could save his life. Though John successfully bailed out, he landed unluckily in a tree, injuring his most vital area. Limping and enduring the pain, he immediately applied to his commander for retirement and return home. But the commander invoked Rule 22. Only a madman could be excused from flying. The sick and wounded must undergo treatment. John had no choice but to continue treatment and resume flying duties. Yet the plane was struck again by anti-aircraft fire, and his gunner friend had both legs blown off. There was no time for first aid. Once again, John watched his friend die before his eyes. The plane, billowing thick smoke, staggered back to the airfield. John stripped off his uniform and walked off the plane naked.